What's up, guys? We're here. We're live. Let's start over here. We're gonna take a look at the fusion event today, the new Halloween fusion. We've got Festival of Frights is still running, and we just had the Fire Knight turn attack dumped in for Corrupted Alliance, and I kind of tuned a team pretty quickly to be able to do level 20 with Corrupted Alliance. And so the Corrupted Alliance is it's the four, basically the dead factions. You've got Undead Hordes, Knights Revenant, Demon Spawn, and Dark Elves. The corrupted factions, they're actually the top four on the right hand side when you run the filter, so it's really not that hard to find and figure out. Plus, there's a lot of Fire Knight champions in there. We have Allure, which is kind of the basic to start with. But for this one, for me, I've got Allure in the lead because nobody else has an aura that really does anything. Lydia, so she can kind of set up the weaken and decrease defense. Without Lydia, you could pretty much throw in Madame Saris for that as well, kind of a possibility. And then I have obviously Allure for her turn meter control, and then the double Cold Heart combo because of their A1 is a 4-turn hit, I think, which will help drop the shield. And then that second hit is if it times correctly, second hit for them, it turns into the Heartseeker, which is a max enemy HP hit, and it's turn meter control on top of it. So I think I'm bringing in 30 points at stage 20. It's about a minute 20, I think, on average. So here, we'll run it again just so we can see how it goes. Cole, not sure how they would be done. I think talking to Sammy yesterday and Kinsey, I did finish one video this morning. I haven't posted it yet. It's just talking about the new Prime Gaming collab with the 6 drops over the next 6 months. That one will drop tonight. I'll drop that tonight after I get done with training. And then I think the plan is to do maybe one a week here for the next few weeks. I'm going to do top 10 lists for top 10 champions. And I think I'm going to try to do it so that there's 2 top 10 lists per video. That's the plan. And like a fluff top 10 and a serious top 10. So like the fluff top 10, I think the very first video, which is one I've got started, is the 10 hottest champions in the game. And by hottest, I'm referring to champions like, Sorceress and Seer, those. And then the 10 best HP burn champs. So it was like back and forth. The Doom Tower bosses aren't always in the game at the same time. I was going to lay out a Doom Tower boss guide for a couple of the bosses that I haven't already done, but I gotta let them get it. I should have done one. I didn't think about it until after the last Doom Tower refreshed, because if I was thinking, I would have done a Frost Spider guide for the top floor on hard, which is about as hard as you can get with the Frost Spider. With the Frost Spider, it just comes down to who you have that you can use for it. But I missed it. I didn't think about it until after it had reset. So now I gotta wait until I can kind of get my way through to get my way there. Kenzie's watching the Arsenal game. "45 seconds through the waves. Weaken, decrease defense. There's the first Heart Seeker. Second Heart Seeker. I need like 4 Cold Hearts. I have 4 Cold Hearts. I need 4 trained Cold Hearts. The waves would be rough. I don't know if I could get through the waves, but it would finish this off a little better. 30 points. That's kind of where it's sitting. I tried so many different combinations here of Corrupted Alliance teams, and this is by far the best I'm getting. The only thing I could do is kind of attempt to upgrade a couple of the champions. Skull Crown is actually who I use for campaign farming. So she's built pretty heavy. I mean, I could add a little bit to her. She could use a little bit more speed. Do I have an attack banner with speed? There's an attack banner with speed. And 6%. Let's 18%. Only got 5 speed though. Let's throw some big numbers at it. Let's just go ahead and upgrade it to 16. Let's see if this makes a difference. Have I seen the chart Sammy made for Hydra? No. Third Cold Heart might be faster. Is this... yeah, attack speeds up, HP, defense drops a little bit. Let's swap this out. Let's try one time. We will dump the prime team. Get rid of Allure. I don't have a 60 Cold Heart. I only have 50s. That's why I don't think this is actually going to be any faster. I think I'm going to have a hard time keeping that Cold Heart alive. Unless I can... unless we can get through all these turns without anybody hitting. If we can keep the turn meter under control with fear, maybe. It's just I'm afraid that level 50 Cold Heart's gonna... well, maybe not. Alright, there. We made it to the end. Sammy may have this figured out. See, this is why I should just wait. There it went. I'm not opposed to trying this again. And tuning the final team. Let's see if I can get it to the end. It's, we'll adjust it one time. Let's see, do I have another empty team, or can I kill a team off? Fire hard. Scar hard. Dragon work in progress. Dragon 20 turn. There's my new team for this. I could probably get rid of the work in progress team. Okay, so what do we got? Skull Crown in the lead. And then we're gonna run all 3 Cold Hearts. Let's say round 1, we're gonna do. We don't care about round 1. Round 2 is where we'll shut everything down. But I want her starting with Siren Wall for both of her underturns. Then we're going to take and turn off Heartseeker for round 2 for all 3 Cold Hearts. Then round 3, 180. Lydia needs to start with. We'll throw this in as the starting point. We need. Part. We're going to start with our A1 for all 3. And then a Heartseeker for priority. That way, hopefully, we can get the shield down before Lydia throws her weekend decreased defense on. All right, that's attempt. Let's see if it works. So, first round, no turns taken. Second round, decreased defense didn't stick. Shit. What happened? So round 2. Only want to turn off Heartseeker. Did for round 2. Nullification is off. Does she bring anything? Weaken for her A2. Let's set this up as priority for round 1 and round 2 and see if this helps. Well, it just comes down to how quick her turns go. If I can get... See, like, she won't do it if everybody's dead. It's that without Allure's turn meter control, I can't keep that. I can't keep that. Let's try it one more time here. So like Lydia, if we open it, can you use it as an opener and then not use it again? I did not know that was possible. Will she open with it? Yeah, and then she won't use it again. I didn't know you could do that. That is crazy. I didn't know that was a possibility. All right, we made it to the last stage. Okay, there's 2. Takes it down to 5. She's open. Let's get Lydia to weaken, decrease defense. Now the Heart Seekers come in. Okay, 107. 31 points. That may be... I did not know you could do that. Well, shit. That kind of changes some stuff. Where is this 50? That's... Okay. She's good on there. Let's throw... Let's give her some HP. And... maybe bump her speed a little bit. He's got training. Here we go. Defense. Some attack. Some more resistance. Just to kind of bump her a little bit. Yeah, apparently I didn't put... I only built this one. What did we use this for? This was for something last week. We had to do something. I can't remember what it was. We had something. We had some kind of a turn meter control event that I built this for. Fighter. That's what it was. Jesus, could not remember. She needs taking to 60. Because I think I could use 3. There's times where 3 cold hearts would come in handy. But maybe we'll wait until there's a bump in it. One more time, and then we'll look at the new champion. What are we doing? Oh, Fire Knight. See if this makes things just a little bit easier. $18 seconds on round 1. Shit. Didn't make it out of round 2. Now I have to try it again. Actually, without that... No, it's not going to be enough. We really only need that to come into play once. So Lydia, same thing. We don't need it for round 2 after the first one. I love that you can do that, though. Did not know that. Parts. Heart of Pain. For round 2, we're not using it, but Art of Pain is in there. All right, let's try it again. One more try. Can't believe I didn't know that. It's never really been a necessity. I might have to turn on Heartseeker for one of them. See, I don't think I needed it. I don't think I need it this time. Okay. Eight, 6. Minute 20, that one was slower. 30 points. We're close. We're close to getting it. All right, let's take a look at this new champion before this stream gets away from me, because this has got to be a short one. I have to leave for training in 20 minutes. All right. Timit the Fool. Is that what it is? I can't see. Timit the Fool. Timit the Fool is the new Halloween fusion, and oh my god, is he not fantastic. A1 has a 2-time hit, and it heals Timit by 10% of their max HP. Each hit heals this champion by 10% of their max HP. Of his max HP. Tiny Timit. Target has no active buffs. Each hit also fills this champion's turn meter by 10%, but only if the target has no active buffs. And how often does that happen? The A1 just, it doesn't bring a whole lot to me. Adds to 20% heal. So it's 30% heal, fully booked. So A1's not too exciting. A2 attacks all enemies, so it's an AoE, decreases the duration of all enemy buffs by 3 turns. So it basically gets rid of all enemy buffs. If there are no enemies with active buffs, grants an extra turn. Always grants an extra turn if HYDRA rise on the same team, even if there are enemies with active buffs. That is a 4-turn fully booked cooldown. Decreases the duration of all enemy buffs by 3 turns. So it's like he basically it's a cleanse without it being a cleanse for, I don't know, it's a wipe. It's not a cleanse. He's wiping them. Somewhere there's some Charmin bear getting all excited. Kegs of Dread is his A3. It's an epic name. Attacks, it's an AoE. So he's got an AoE on his A2 and his A3. Now, before attacking for this one, places a 50% increase accuracy on all allies for 2 turns. I mean, the increased accuracy, it comes into play every once in a while. Like, if you're combating someone who's decreasing accuracy. But generally, you're already going to build your champions with enough accuracy to make them viable no matter what you do. So, adding accuracy really isn't that big a deal. This is a 3-turn cooldown. Yeah, so it will not proc the sheeps as opposed to removing buffs that will proc the sheeps. Okay. That we're still talking about the A2. Places a true fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. So his AoE on A3 is a 1-turn true fear. Every 4 turns. So the true fear will help. His passive, whenever an enemy skill successfully activates while they are under a fear or a true fear, fills Timit's turn meter by 10%. Whenever an enemy skill does not activate because they are under a fear or true fear buff, places a provoke on that enemy for 1 turn. Only applies when HYDRA rise on the same team. So the provoke part is only if HYDRA is there too. Ally accuracy by 50 in all battles. 50 for that. I mean, there's definitely champions that you're probably going to use if you need accuracy. That's not this one. 50 isn't really... I mean, there's 80s and 90s out there. At least 80s. Are there 90s? 80s. 80 accuracies. I mean, initially I'm looking at it and I'm like, there really isn't anything too special here. I don't even know where I would use him. Usually with these fusions, you look at him and you're like, oh my god, I can't wait to try him in this. This one, I don't really... I'm looking at him and I'm not... Nothing's jumping out at me. Nothing in game. Like... True fear, I mean, yeah. The provoke really isn't even that. And that's only if you have HYDRA too. Doesn't look like a banner lord? No. There's nothing about this that makes him look like a banner lord. I guess they were looking at it like, well, where are we going to put him? Tiny Tim. Yeah, I mean, that's... We don't have to work too hard to come up with a name for him. He's Tiny Tim. His little pinhead doesn't help either. Yeah. Takes a lot. Takes a lot for a legendary champion and a fusion event, especially a Halloween fusion event, for me to go, eh. The question is this going to be a fragment? Or is it a traditional fusion? Did they say? Is it in the news? Fragment. Oh, shit. So he's a fragment event, not a fusion event. So it's not even like they're gonna... so it's not... you know what I mean? If it's a fusion event, they would be releasing some epics to use towards building him. But since it's a fragment, they're not even adding anything into the game. The only reason I can see myself claiming him, literally the only reason, is out of the minute fear that they would buff him or HYDRA the Rye would get buffed, and working them together would make, like Cole said, watch the pairing champ be super overpowered. Yeah, that would serve us right. Is that they release this thing, he looks like shit, none of us get him, and then all of a sudden they buff him and everybody's like, oh my god, why did we skip this? If we had him now, look at what we could do. Or someone will figure out a way to pair him with 2 other champions and it sets a new record for clan boss. I don't know. I really don't want to go get him. I don't want to waste all the resources on this. And it starts this week, right? It's starting very soon. She's spirit, not void. So she hasn't even, HYDRA the Rye hasn't even been added yet. So we don't know how she's going to be obtained, or if she's just going to be something you can pull. Yeah, this is a skippable one. Definitely, I think you would be better off if you've been going all in on Festival of Frights to just stick with Festival of Frights and kind of skim this one. I'm not saying I'm not gonna get him just to have him, but I'm gonna say that if I don't get him, I'm not gonna be upset over it. Let's just say that, and we'll kind of put that out there. If I don't get him, not gonna be upset. Yeah, Tiny Tim. That's who it is. Tiny Tim. All right. 31 points with the bump here on my first one. I need to run these. The last raid update video, they teased both of them, and you can see her in the battle as a spirit champ. Yeah, I wonder if she'll get released with the fusion. Like if she'll be a... I wouldn't be surprised if there's a champion chase shard summoning portion of this, and she's like a targeted champion or something with sacred shards. That would be cool. And right now we also have the Halloween crystal summon pool thing, and it's only taken 20 crystals, I think. So there's a push to maximize your points in whatever event. I can't remember what it is that's giving out crystals. There's something giving out crystals. Maybe it's Dungeon Divers. So that might be worth taking a look at too. Whatever it is. It's giving it out. What's this one? HP. Nope. Let's look. How long is it running, or does it say? Summon pool, 3 days. 20 crystals. And I can't remember. It's not. Oh, yeah. There's 40 in Fire Knight turn. Champion training doesn't give them out. That one's all done. Not here. Is it Dungeon Divers? Nope. Is it Fusion Warm-Up? Yeah, Fusion Warm-Up has 10 as well. So make sure you're doing that every day. Which is just a little bit of training. I think I need to go all in on Fire Knight and just set this up. What are we keeping? 6-star gear, shield, regen, savage. Started. All right. There's more. You have them in Fusion, the Fusion Startup, and Fire Knight. Fire Knight is, that's why I was building this team. Trying to figure out a team. I mean, you got a couple of days to get it in. And if I use all of my, I've still got a whole bunch of multi-battles left over from the last few events too that I could claim. I think I have a couple of months before they all start to time out, but I should be able to do it. One key ultra nightmare. There you go. Kenzie's getting close. All right, that's where I got to end it today. I know it was a short stream. I got stuck at work, and now I have training tonight. 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left, and then I can go back to a full schedule because I will be in my winter break. 2 weeks left. Weekly videos will come out tonight. They'll probably post by tomorrow morning. I have that one video, the Void video for the Prime Gaming. Not really that big of a deal. And then hopefully top 10 video I might be able to finish up by tomorrow for the first set of top 10 stuff. Yeah, I will try to stream tomorrow as well, but tomorrow we'll probably be back on Twitch and most likely FC Mobile and Raid together. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. All right, this was fun. Thanks for hanging out, guys. He sleeps. As long as you keep tuning in, I'll keep making videos. Thanks for watching. If you haven't noticed, my YouTube channel has expanded. Subscribe here for Raid Shadow Legends content, but make sure you check out my other channels as well for EA Sports FC, everything automotive over at Gearheads, and visit Cringeworthy for a few laughs. Subscribe links are right over there.